Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to our Lost in LA Bumblecast. Hope you're doing well out there. It's been a really busy week for us. We missed last week. We had a lot going on, including this guy's birthday. Cato turned 14 years old this week, and we celebrated with him. And boy, what a great time we've had with this dog. We adopted Cato. I think he was like one, maybe, or two.
He was just about 1 year old.
Yeah, from somebody who just couldn't take care of him. You know, he was a lot of dog when he was that young. Of course, he's much mellower now. He'd be easy to adopt now, but when he was one, he was pretty wild. And this person just couldn't take care of him. She was living in an apartment, and she was looking for a family. And we jumped at the chance. And boy, it was a great idea because he's just been such a great member of the Bumble Bunch, and just so wonderful to have around for 14 years.
Best friend to Wee One and
Yeah.
the Orange Kitty and soon to be Olive.
Yeah, he's been a great brother for all the members of the bunch. You know, even the cat. Cato helped raise the cat, which was always fun to watch. Of course, now he's afraid of the cat, and can you blame him? The Orange Menace. We're all afraid of the Orange Menace. He terrorizes the whole family. So anyway, we celebrated Cato's birthday, and that was a lot of fun. Other stuff going on this week that was fun. We went to Vegas for a couple days because it was the dark-haired lady's 40th high school reunion. And that was kind of cool to see, too. Boy, 40 years. That's incredible. You had fun, right?
Yeah, it was a great time seeing a bunch of friends. I didn't go to the 10th or the 20th reunion. I did go to the 30th, and that was great fun. And then we had the 40th this past weekend, and it was a lot of fun.
Now, why didn't you go to the 10th?
Things just didn't work out. I wasn't ready to go to the 10th yet, and the 20th, same thing. And so, but you know,
It's interesting, the vibe at these reunions.
yeah, the 10th anniversary usually is to kind of show off
Yeah.
what you've been doing since high school. You know, show
And
off
to hook up, I
your
guess.
new job, your new spouse, your how good you still look. The 20th is more like, you know,
Good girl.
still kind of that same vibe, but the 30th and the 40th are where you really want to see people that you haven't seen in a long time, and you know, you catch up, and that's still, you know, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. I've never been to a high school reunion, so it was kind of fun to watch the dark-haired lady and her friends get together. Looked like a lot of great memories were shared as well. I just kind of sat in the corner and drank red wine for the evening. Just stayed out of the way. I didn't really know anybody. I was going to pretend to be somebody, but I got yelled at by the dark-haired lady that I wasn't allowed to do that. I actually crashed a high school reunion once by accident. A friend of mine and I were like walking through a hotel, and there was a high school reunion going on, and people said, "Hey, we remember you." It's like, "Oh, sure." And we walked in, and we had a drink with everybody. It was funny. But yeah, I've never been to one of my own high school reunions.
So, you know, how the question is how many of you have been to your high school reunions? And
yeah, how many people out there have gone to their high school reunion? Have you not gone, and why haven't you gone? And at what point do you say, okay, enough? I'm done with the high school reunion. I mean, are you ready to go to more of these, or are you done?
yeah, you know, we're actually saying maybe we'll do that. 10 years is too far away, and maybe we'll do a 45.
Yeah, because people are dying,
Instead
or
of
what?
well, possibly, but also because, you know, we may not want to wait that long to see everybody. And
Yeah.
you know, even though you say, "Oh, let's keep in touch," you really don't. You know, with a lot of people, and you know, it's sad, but you know, if we have something to all meet in one place for one night, it's kind of something to look forward to.
Yeah, otherwise it's a funeral. I mean, that's where I see my old friends now, which is kind of sad. It's always bittersweet because you're saying goodbye to friends, and at the same time you're seeing people you haven't seen in a long time. And so, yeah, it's better to do it in a reunion setting, certainly, if you can. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun, and we're just curious how many people get involved in the whole reunion thing. Some other big news this week here in Bumbleland. Army Son, who is now Paramedic Son, is taking part in a competition, a paramedic competition within his company, AMR. And his team won the first round. He and his partner won the first round. They competed against paramedics.
His team and his partner are the new best in SoCal Southwest Regional EMS champs.
They won the Southern California competition against a number of teams, one of them being San Diego, also Riverside, San Bernardino. And now they're going to the next round of this competition up in Portland, Oregon, where they'll be competing with other AMR teams. And I think the finals are in Texas, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, so a couple more rounds to go, but already a great achievement for him, Army Son. and his partner now like the #1 team in AMR's Southern California region, which is pretty cool and exciting. We were really proud of him. Also, we have a TV show review, another streaming show we're watching, and it is called Duster. Is it Netflix?
No, it's on HBO Max.
HBO Max, Duster, and this is kind of an interesting show. It's kind of a crime show taking place in Phoenix, Arizona, in the 1970s. And when I say 1970s, I mean 1970s. It's all about nostalgia and 1970 fashion, and it's got a, would you call it kitschy? Or what would you call it? The style of it all.
I guess you could say that.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of a fun show.
It takes place in
Not too serious.
Arizona, right?
Yeah, Josh Holloway is the lead. Rachel Hilson is also in it. She plays an FBI agent, a black FBI agent back in the 70s, which was, pretty rare thing. And she's pretty good. I like her in this role.
Yeah, she's a new FBI agent, so she's trying to prove herself on many levels.
Yeah, and they're trying to break up this big organized crime ring involved in the Phoenix, Arizona area. And again, a fun show. This is put together by J.J. Abrams, who's produced a lot of really interesting shows, Lost being one of them. And Holloway, I guess, wasn't he in Lost?
He was in Lost.
Yeah, he was
That's
in
where
Lost
he got
too.
his
So maybe
big break, I think.
Yeah, so J.J. Abrams produces this, and it's kind of a fun vibe. If you remember the 70s, if you're old enough to remember the 70s, just the fashions alone back in the 70s are worth taking a gander at. The leisure suits, remember those? God, they were ugly. The big fat ties, stuff like that. And they do a great job of representing that era in American history. Of course, the cars play a big role in this because Holloway plays a driver for this organized crime ring, and he's driving a muscle car, a Duster, a Dodge Duster maybe, or a Plymouth Duster.
Hence the name.
Yeah, so that's the name.
Hence the title.
But a fun show on HBO Max that we've been watching, and we're pretty close to the end, I think, of the first season. Don't know about a second season yet. We'll keep you updated on that as well. But I think that is going to do it for this week. Anything else you want to talk about? No. So yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Remember, we're all about adoption and rescue. If you're thinking about a pet, maybe go by your local shelter or contact a rescue agency. You can get dogs and cats and all sorts of breeds at these rescue agencies. It's not like you're just getting, mutts and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty diverse, and they can really meet the needs of a lot of people. And these animals need a home. So give it a try if you're looking for a pet, and keep the movement going if you can. That is going to do it for us. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and have a great week.
Bye-bye.